How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video I'm going to be going over the top 5 weapons in Cold War for zombies specifically. Now, a lot of things have changed in zombies since my last top 5 weapons video, like the headshot multipliers and the health caps, so I thought now would be a good time to make another video. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more awesome zombies content just like this. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And without further ado, I hope you enjoy the video. Coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the M16. Now, this gun has been all over top 5 lists since the launch of Cold War, even being the best gun in the game at one point. But with things changing so drastically in zombies like the headshot multipliers, some guns have just seemed to overshadow this weapon. Now, this weapon isn't bad by any means, it's still my go-to weapon for Outbreak because of the range it can cover, and that's really the M16's main thing, is that it does a lot of damage at range, but in zombies that isn't too relevant, and most of the time you're pretty close quarters with the zombies, except if you're playing Outbreak. And when the time comes that I eventually start to get cornered, I would rather have a few other guns in the game rather than the M16. Now, this is still a very good weapon, it just isn't the best gun in the game anymore like it used to be. And number 4 is going to be the Hauer shotgun. Now, much like the M16, this gun has also been all over top 5 lists for zombies since the launch of this game, but lately the argument has been if the Hauer is better or if the Gallo is better, and I think at the current moment it has to be the Hauer. Now, while the Gallo does technically do more damage per second than the Hauer, this gun can still one-shot zombies in the head at the max health cap. And having a weapon that can still one-shot at max health cap that isn't a wonder weapon is still just something very good. The Hauer still seems to be a solid pick to bring into a game of Outbreak as well. This gun's just very good. It's not going to go anywhere for a while. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the AMP-63. Now, this gun literally changed the zombies meta ever since its release, and when this gun first came out, it was easily the best gun in the game, and not much has changed since then. Now, when Treyarch put all the headshot multipliers on the guns, they gave the pistols a ridiculously good headshot multiplier, and the fact that you can dual wield these and use things like Deadshot Daiquiri to make sure that you don't miss makes the amount of DPS you can do just ridiculous. Now, these things are going to melt entire trains at the max health cap. Now, also something that we can't ignore is just how mobile you are with these things. At the end of the day, these are still pistols, and you run just as fast with these as you would some melee weapons. Now, I personally don't imagine these are not going to be good anytime soon. At the number 2 spot is going to be the ETool. Now, this thing is just ridiculous, and let me explain why. When you're holding the ETool, you run faster than what you would with fists. So this is the fastest way to run, is by holding the ETool. This thing can kill 111 zombies per minute, while the closest contender to it in the melee category is the Katana with 83 kills per minute. So this is by far the fastest melee weapon in the game. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, if you have a melee weapon as your secondary, it could replace your usual knife with that melee weapon when you try to melee. And if you put an ammo mod like Shatter Blast on the ETool and have it as your secondary, you can literally trigger Shatter Blast from knifing and kill an entire horde of zombies without shooting a single bullet. This thing is just so good, and if you haven't already, I would recommend playing with it, but there is one more weapon that is slightly better than the ETool. And coming in the number 1 spot as the best weapon, in my opinion, in Cold War zombies right now, would be the dual-wield Diamantes. Now, like I said with the AMPs earlier, these have a ridiculous headshot multiplier, and if you can consistently hit headshots with these things, these deal more DPS than any other gun in the entire game. Now, the only downside with these guns is the fact that they are burst, so you have to keep tapping the triggers, which can get kind of old after a while, but other than that, these have absolutely no downside and are, in my opinion, hands down the best weapon in the entire game for zombies. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me what you guys think of this list, and as always, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome zombies content just like this. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss out on any of my future uploads, and until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you in the next video.